Got the Dutch bus squad rolling down the lane, covering the cases no one dares to name. Sharing faces to the crowd in the night, travel to the places where they shine the light. Dutch has got no time for your petty little feud. Steel toe boot if you're acting real crude. The mission is the cases, we stand for truth. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Screams her name but she ain't flinching, no. Betty stalks her shadows, we don't fear the law. Out here in the spotlight, covering the gaps. A squad that never folds, we ain't falling into traps. Dutch has got no time for your petty little feud. Steel toe boot if you're acting real crude. The mission is the cases, we stand for truth. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Filling in the spaces on this twisted map, bringing out the justice, yeah, we bridge the gap. From the blocks to the blocks, we connect the dots. Dutch bus squad, always coming in hot. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Filling in the spaces on this twisted map, bringing out the justice, yeah, we bridge the gap. From the blocks to the blocks, we connect the dots. Dutch bus squad, always coming in hot. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess.
Going nowhere, going nowhere fast, 'cause you're running from the past. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no I won't let go. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no I won't let go. You've forgotten that it's give and take. You're a habit, you're so hard to break. Did you hear me? I can't let go, no I won't let go. Did you hear
Do you guys get my drift? Do y'all get what I'm smoking? Do you pick up what I'm putting down?
I'm not.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess.
Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Yes, I'm crazy. Yes, I cuss a lot. But yes, I'm as real as you get.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. We are starting on a brand new day. This is Monday, April the 14th of 2025. My name is Duchess, and this is where we talk about true crime and missing cases. And I have some updates for you guys today and a lot of located safe, but I do have some really sad updates, unfortunately, on some missing flyers that we have shared over the course of the last month. And of course, we have a whole host of flyers that we're going to be sharing out for the first time today. So please like this stream and share it out. It helps to get this information, the facts about these cases, put into the algorithm so people can actually see their faces and hopefully they can be located safe and brought home to their families. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. The picture on my screen right now is just a mile from my house at the Cherry Grove Beach Pier. And this is the pink moon over the Cherry Grove Beach Pier last night. Isn't it beautiful? Hope everybody's doing good out there. Here's another picture of the moon off the Atlantic coast of South Carolina, down in Myrtle's Inlet by the Belen Church. You can see the cross there at the church, and it's overlooking the marsh right there going out to the island where the tip of Myrtle's Inlet and Garden City come across. That moon rising over the ocean out there. Isn't it gorgeous? Just had to share that beautiful picture. How's everybody doing? Let me go over here to the chat and say hey to everybody. I'll take this off the screen here for a minute. By the way, if you're not aware, this is the Dutch Bus Awareness Squad. I'm going to have to make a few slides of these because the team is growing. We got Mind of Monsters. We got Allie, who is one of my assistants that helps me research and do a bunch of things, and I really appreciate all that she does. And then you have myself, and then, of course, we have Arctic Fox True Crime. He's actually in color in this particular one. And then we have Cold Case Crystal and the admin mod queen and queen of the Discord, Michelle Macklin. So that is our team. So let me go over here and say hey to everybody. Let me go back up here and chat. Vibrator, first in chat. Hey, hey. Thanks for being here. We got Arctic Fox in the house. Shelly M. So good to see you, Shelly. Thank you for asking about my hand. It's getting a little bit better. I'm going to occupational therapy, and that's 3 days a week. This week it's 2, but it's actually doing much better with the exercises. So thank you for asking. We got Nightbot. Nightbot, don't make me throw you in the wood chipper. Nightbot reminds everybody, if you are enjoying this conversation with Duchess, please don't forget to crush that like button, like and share, because it is a free way to support Duchess content. Thank you, Nightbot. And don't forget, this is my house. Please don't discuss other creators in the chat. All opinions are welcome, but I will not allow hate speech, doxing, personal attacks, and political arguments. Please show respect to each other, and I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Chico Corrupt Chronicles, so good to see you. Hey, FarQ, so good to see you. Thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. You're almost at the VIP level of 1 year. Thank you for supporting our mission over here. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. Hey, Dragon Classy, I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking of you. Hope all is well with you. I know you've had a lot on your plate lately. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Airy Poppins is in the house. The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. Thank you, Aries. I hope that you're doing good. I've been thinking about you. You've been in my prayers. I hope you're doing okay. Hey, Lise, it's good to see you. I hope you're well. Hey, Drifty Rabbit. So good to see you. Y'all, I'm going to have Drifty Rabbit make some tumblers for our giveaway. I'm waiting to get confirmation back from Katie Proudfoot about a t-shirt that I'm working on for Sebastian. And they want the proceeds to go to a 501c3, so it will be on my Bonfire store. I will not receive any profits from that t-shirt, but it's to help keep awareness out for Sebastian, so that if you want to purchase a shirt, they are going to select a 501c3 where they would like that to go toward in honor of Sebastian. So as soon as I can get her approval, we'll get that shirt up. And we're going to do a giveaway and give away some of those shirts as well as some tumblers. And we're going to do that on a members. So if you're not a member, make sure you join the membership, because it's going to be on a members only stream. And so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Chatty, look at that pretty kitty. Hey, Steph Annie, I missed the pink moon. Well, I can put it back up here for you. These are just some pictures from my local house. I did make a TikTok with the moon that I took, but I forgot to upload that. This is about a mile from my house at the Cherry Grove Beach Pier. This was last night, the moon out over the pier. One of the local photographers took that picture. And then we also have the pink moon rising over Garden City Beach, Merle's Inlet by the Belen Chapel. That's on the south end. That's about 45 minutes south of me. The pink moon really was kind of pink last night. It's pretty interesting. I love you too, Dragon Classy. Hope you're doing well, Stephanie. Appreciate you being here. We have a lot to talk about. It is pretty, isn't it, Lise? I took a video. If you guys are not subbed up to my TikTok, make sure you go over there and check it out. If you're a TikTok kind of person, that's kind of where I just laugh and make funny videos and just share my puppy and all of the interesting things like that. I do share a lot of my friends' missing flyers and things they do over there, but that's just kind of the place where I let my hair down. But if you want to follow me over on TikTok, please jump over there. If you're over there, this is my TikTok channel. I just dropped it in the chat, so you can come over there and check out all the things that we have going on over there. So, Chatty, thank you so much for the 5 on it. Happy Easter to all that celebrate. Get that puppy some treats. She is loving these little treat things you drop, Chatty. I have gotten her some peanut butter and blueberry cookies with the last couple of super chats that you sent me, some collagen treats, and she got a new stuffy because she tore the guts out of the other one and her squeaker broke. So, Chatty, I appreciate you supporting the puppy. It means the world to me. It keeps her occupied. Hey, Jody Walters. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We have a lot to talk about. So I have some updates that I want to share, but I also wanted to just quickly say that today I watched Tia Dash and LFT talk about Rachel Morin's case. And I was ecstatic to see that there was a guilty verdict that was handed down. And I thought we might watch just a little clip of the information on the Rachel Morin case. I don't know if any of you guys are following that. Y'all let me know in the chat if you have watched anything about the Rachel Morin case. I wanted to just give you a quick update about that. But if you're not subbed up to the Decipher podcast, that is one of the main cases that they have covered. And you definitely need to go over there and check them out. They were over the moon today. That I just hate it that this woman suffered. And it didn't take long for them to come to this verdict. So I'm going to go over here and grab their link so I can share it. If you guys want to go over there and sub up, please do. This is LFT and Tia Dash's channel that they have together. And they're just amazing women. Doing an amazing job covering these cases. So I'm dropping their link in the chat. Please do go over and subscribe to them. I know you have, Chico. That case just tears my nerves up, and I could barely even watch it today. It's kind of like me watching the Lori Vallow stuff. Nonsense has been covering some of that. If you guys are following the Vallow case, and you want to support, please do go over and watch Difficult Research. That is actually Cresha Easton's channel, and her mother is Kay Woodcock, and that is Charles Vallow's sister. And I've been watching some of that over there, and that's another case that just tears my nerves up. Lori she has a lot of nerve. But I'm going to drop Difficult Research's channel also. Cresha is doing a fantastic job. If you are not subscribed to her channel, please do go over there and check it out. I'm going to drop that link now. And like I said, Nonsense has been walking us through summing up the trials and going over some of the testimony. And it's something that I have to come in and out of chat because it really just, it's just too much. So I'm going to get over here and I'm going to share my screen, and I want you guys to watch this guilty verdict being handed down. This updated report right here. So let me get over here and switch this up real quick. I'm going to stop my music. Turn it down a little bit. Well, we'll leave it going. Is the music okay? Is the volume, the background music, is that all good? Let me get over here and put fair use for the Nightbot. Nightbot, please drop fair use for me. And again, this is coming out of CBS News out of Baltimore. So let's take a look at this video.
Now at 6, that breaking news. The man accused of murdering Rachel Morin on the Ma and Pa Trail back in 2023 was found guilty within the last hour. Victor Martinez Hernandez was convicted today in Harford County Circuit Court of murder, rape, sexual offense, and kidnapping. Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch. Welcome to WJZ's All Local News at 6. This story out of Harford County gained national attention. WJZ is live at 6
Hey,
outside
CLK.
the courthouse.
Good to see you.
Harford County community reporter Ashley Paul. She has followed this case from the first day of trial. She was inside the courtroom when the jury's decision was read. Ashley, tell us about that moment.
Yeah, Denise, it was quiet in there as the jury read the verdict, guilty on all 4 charges. And in that moment, it was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. But I looked over at the defendant, Victor Martinez Hernandez, and he remained pretty stone-faced, just as he has most of the trial. Now, at this point, we're just minutes away from hearing from the state attorney and Rachel Morin's family about their response to this verdict. And it's been a long time coming. They've been waiting for this moment for nearly 2 years now. Now, inside the courtroom today, we saw several people that testified, several of the law enforcement members that assisted on this case, including lead investigator Philip Golden, and they testified about all of the gruesome details of this case. And this comes after the closing arguments that we heard earlier today from State Attorney Allison Healy and, of course, the defense. Now, the state attorney went through the whole process from day one when Rachel Morin was reported missing all the way up until June of 2024 when Victor Martinez Hernandez was arrested. And as we're about to hear, the family attorney for Rachel Morin's family, Randolph Rice, tells us that this case was more or less a slam dunk once that DNA evidence came out. And now it's time for Rachel's family to move forward in their grieving process.
This is an incredibly strong case. You've got the DNA, which is really that sort of linchpin of the argument that ties it all together, and that's why they put it on at the very end. You know, obviously we don't have anybody that sees the actual crime itself, but with that DNA there, so much of it that matches Victor Martinez, it's hard to refute. You know, I don't know that there's ever justice for killing somebody. You know, I think it's certainly that their feeling is that he's off the streets and he's never going to be able to harm another Rachel Morin again.
I have to agree with that. Because this was a brutal crime, y'all. It was brutal. CLK, thank you for being a member on the multi-trip pass for 4 months. I appreciate you so very much. I know that this case, when I first heard about it and I saw the footage, I just knew, my heart sank. I just knew that something very nefarious happened. And for anybody who doesn't know, Rachel Morin was 37 years old, a mother of 5 kids. She went for a jog on the Ma and Pa Trail, and that was back in August of 2023, and she never returned. And the authorities found her body on August the 6th of 2023 along that trail. And, this case was extremely important. Because this day put the bow on the case, according to Randolph Rice. And it obviously did not take long for them to reach this verdict. And this was premeditated. It was really hard to listen to, and I'm sure it was very difficult for the family. So, please do share your thoughts and prayers in the chat for the family. This, I don't know that they'll ever really feel like they have the closure that they need and deserve, but he deserves the worst in my opinion, excuse me.
And again, we are waiting to hear from State Attorney Allison Healy and Rachel Morin's family about this verdict. That is set to happen at 6:30. We will have it streaming live on WJZ. But for now, on your corner in Harford County, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.
Such a sad case. It really is. Yes, Chico. He tortured that poor woman. She fought like hell, but he tortured her. It was really hard to listen to all of that, and I'm sure the family, I can't imagine what they must be feeling right now, but I'm just glad that they found him guilty. So I definitely wanted to start out with that. And so if you're not subscribed to this Cypher podcast where they have covered Rachel Morin's case, they were actually there at the trial today. They left the courthouse. They were just ecstatic. If you guys will go over and subscribe to them, LFT and Tia Dash are wonderful ladies, and I appreciate all of the hard work that they do on their platform. So He said, I'm glad that the trial happened fast instead of having him sit in jail for 3 or 4 years before going to trial. Me too. Me too. That's how justice needs to be served. In a timely fashion. And a lot of times that doesn't happen at all. And it's truly a sad situation. When I woke up this morning, I got a phone call from a neighbor, and I'm going to go over here and see if I can find an update about this now. There was a body that was found floating in the waterway this morning, about 20 minutes south of me. And I don't think they have identified this person yet, but I wanted to share that with you because I share a lot of local cases that are happening in South Carolina because that's where I live. So I'm going to see if they have an update on that yet. Let me share this. This is the article I was sent. Dead body found in the Intercoastal Waterway in the Myrtle Beach area. And of course, 501 is like the main entrance into Myrtle Beach. It's the main thoroughfare. So much traffic in that area right now. That's right by Fantasy Harbor Boulevard. And the landing, which is where the Boathouse Bar and Grill is. Hubby and I go down there to watch live bands in the summertime. And apparently someone spotted a body in the waterway overnight on April the 14th. And the Horry County Police Department were called to the landing at the boathouse, which is right on the Intercoastal Waterway. Y'all, that is the same Intercoastal Waterway that my house is on. It's just 20 minutes south of me. And it said that the body had floated away by the time an officer arrived. So the officer boarded the person who called it in's boat, and they actually went into the waterway and they found the body against the edge of a bank of the waterway near Harbor Lights Drive. So the Horry County Fire and Rescue then launched a boat and retrieved it and took it to a nearby dock. The victim had visible injuries to his back and to his head. The police wrote in their report, and the Horry County Police Department Criminal Investigation Division and the Horry County Coroner's Office were summoned, and an autopsy is being conducted to determine the cause of death. But the police report did say that this was a male victim, and he was identified by a hospital identification band on his wrist. But police and the coroner's office have not yet released the name of the victim. Hey, T. Marie. It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. So I thought that was kind of scary because can you imagine? I can't imagine walking out to my dock in the morning and seeing a body in the water. But that's what happened today. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that, and I'll keep you guys posted. But if this man was in the hospital, like, what actually happened? Did he leave the hospital against his own will? Did he get out of the hospital and something happened to him? I don't know. I hope somebody will come forward, but it does not sound good at all. And 501 is a pretty busy area. I don't even know. I just don't have words right now. So I had to share that with you guys because you just never know what you're going to wake up and see in the morning. Arctic Fox said, oh, wow, makes you wonder if he was allowed to wander away from the hospital. See? I mean, the possibilities are endless. We can't just be like, oh, something happened and this guy was murdered. Like, we don't know that. I mean, he could have been having a mental health crisis. He could have met somebody and something could have happened. They could have had an altercation. It's hard to say. Yeah, Chico says that's not good. It does sound like homicide, but injuries can occur in the water after passing. So I'm going to hold my judgment till we get more facts. Yeah, because he still had that hospital band on. And by the way, Conway Hospital is just right on 501, not even 7 or 8 miles from that location where the waterway is. The hospital is about 7 or 8 miles from there, if that far. Yeah, but the injuries. And the injuries to his back. Now, did that happen because, well, let's just hope and pray he wasn't in the water and then a boat hit him or something like that. I mean, anything is possible. Yeah, too many variables. Yeah, me too, Dragon. I hope that they can, get a confirmation on more information, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. The world is a crazy place. Stay vigilant. I know in Tennessee they've have people just fall into the river. We've seen that in the Riley Strain case. Well, it happens here at the beach too, unfortunately. At least the hospital has not actually commented on this story. I did reach out to a friend who works for the Myrtle Beach Sun News. She actually interviewed me for Tyler Doyle's case. So I reached out to her to see if she had any other information that I could share. And she said that the hospital has not responded at this point. So I'm assuming that they're probably going to wait for the coroner's report before they can get more information, but I'm sure that it will come out. And I do hope the family gets the answers, but it should be very interesting to see if he was even at Conway Hospital or if he was at Grand Strand. He could have been at McLeod. He could have been at Tidelands. Those hospitals are further away, but we don't know at what point he entered the water. And, the waterway waxes and wanes with the tides. So we don't actually know what point he entered the water. So, hey, Doodlebug. So good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Doodlebug is another team member. If one of the mods can drop Doodlebug's link. I appreciate all the videos and things that you've been doing out on TikTok and YouTube. Doodlebug, thank you for all that you do to keep these missing faces going. Chico said, we've asked for fences around our major waterways like the Mississippi River, but do you think state or local officials hear us? Nope. Hey, Hoodie and the Crowbar, listening while I drive home, sending positive energy to all. Appreciate that. You be safe out there. I'm going to share a few missing flyers, but there was one particular flyer that I wanted to give an update. Let me see if I can put my finger on it. I've got so many flyers. It's hard to see on this little StreamYard studio. But this is another case that, a cold case that I wanted to just kind of open with. This is another case local to me in South Carolina. And this is the case of Donna Barnhill. She has been missing. It's one of the oldest cold cases here in South Carolina, 44 years. And I'm going to pull up some information about Donna so that you can take a look at that. The Q Center has helped put this billboard out. And this, I don't know why this video is sideways on here. I wish that I could turn it. But I'll have to try to go to a different one because this one is, well, you can't really see it good. But this is a billboard that they just put up. Donna Barnhill was last seen March the 18th of 1981 in Lexington, North Carolina. The reward for direct location, Q Center for Missing Persons, 910-232-1687. Donna Barnhill went missing in 1981, and I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old when she went missing. And Lexington, North Carolina, that is the barbecue capital of North Carolina. All my North Carolina people already know this. Lexington barbecue is the best barbecue in the state. And this is only just probably 20 minutes from where I grew up. And this case is just so sad. So sad. This is another picture of her that is on her missing flyer, and this is her NCMEC photo that has been her age advanced photo that has been recently released. But this billboard has been funded by the Q Missing and has been put up on her behalf, and I want to thank the Q Missing Foundation out of Wilmington, North Carolina for doing this. This is a very important case to me because it's close to where I grew up, and this family still does not have answers. Arctic Fox, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. If you received a membership from Arctic Fox, please thank him. I really appreciate that so much. Welcome to the Dutch Bus, Dragonfly Dreamer, Starlight, Baton Rouge, Mo & Co., Perfectly Imperfect, Hope for Snoopy, RLA, See Something, Say Something, Jess, and Little Daisy. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. I appreciate you supporting Arctic. That really means the world to me. Appreciate you, Arctic, so very much. Yeah, it's... COK says, I can't imagine going through life not knowing what happened to my loved one. Arctic says, the cold cases break my heart. So many years with no answers. Y'all, 44 years has gone by, and that's why I wanted to give a shout out to the Q Missing Foundation out of Wilmington. Arctic, I don't know if you have their link or not, if you want to drop that for anybody who wants it in the chat. They're the ones who crowdfunded to put this billboard up for Donna, and I'm going to share my screen now so we can go over here and look at her flyer. This is Donna Barnhill's flyer. Donna left her family's residence in Lexington, North Carolina. That's Davidson County, North Carolina, on March the 18th of 1981 at approximately 8:30 p.m. She was planning to walk to a friend's home nearby. She was last seen walking on Hempstead Street. Donna contacted her friend shortly thereafter, but she never arrived at the house and has not been heard from again. Donna has a mole or a birthmark on her right arm. Again, she was 13 years old when she went missing, 5 feet 7 inches tall, 125 pounds. If you have any information, please contact the Lexington Police Department at 336-243-6709. And this flyer is made by Missing People in America, and their link is in the description of this video. Such a very sad case, and I really hope that her family can get the answers that they deserve. Hey, Vibrator, so good to see you. Thank you for dropping that. You guys want to check them out. Arctic has dropped the link for that. NorCal Jim, good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you are doing well. So I wanted to make sure to highlight that for Donna Barnhill's family, because again, that is close to where I grew up, and this family has been way too long without getting the answers that they deserve. Hey, Elizabeth, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How are the kitties this evening? And so we're going to jump into some flyers, and then I have a couple of other updates with some videos and things that I want to play for you guys. So let's get started on it. First of all, we have William Reed Jr., who was a Tennessee Silver Alert that one of my members shared with me in Discord, and he was located safe. He has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance, and these are close to my heart because my mother suffers with Alzheimer's, and I was so thrilled to see that Mr. Reed was located safe. And next we have another cold case out of South Carolina. This is out of Sumter, South Carolina. This is Barbara Nave, last seen February the 8th of 2017, 80 years old. She was 5 feet 3 inches tall, 150 pounds. Barbara was last seen in Sumter, South Carolina on February the 8th of 2017. Her son heard from her on February the 9th, and on that same day, she also emailed a friend and spoke to a contractor. She has never been heard from again. Her friends realized there was something wrong when one of them went to her home on Tunadillia Drive off of US 521 and found the front door open and Barbara's purse lying inside. Her money and credit cards were still inside the purse, and nothing appeared to be disturbed. But there was no sign of her. Her loved ones stated she would have never left her purse at home unless she was only going for a walk, and she normally took her cherished Lhasa Apso dogs with her, but the dogs were left behind without any food or water. 2 of them were inside her house. Her third dog, which had been sick, was deceased. Her case remains unsolved. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Barbara Nave, please contact the Sumter County Sheriff's Office at 803-436-2000. Now, something interesting about this particular case, let me get over here to where I have this information in my Discord. I have all kinds of different channels, and I dropped this information in there so I would remember to share it with you guys. In the comments on Facebook, somebody pointed out something that was pretty interesting to me, and that was that, do you guys remember the Rex Heuermann case? Somebody actually pointed out that Barbara went missing a few months before another potential victim of Rex Heuermann, Julia Bean, went missing. And Julia Bean went missing, I think, about May of 2017 in Sumter, South Carolina, just like Barbara. And it does say that Barbara spoke with a contractor. And it looks like that Rex was an architect and known for doing a lot of building renovations in New York City. And it just makes a lot of us wonder if Barbara might have been another possible victim of Rex Heuermann. Yeah. I know. That is scary. I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that, but that's the Gilgo Beach crime scene. I don't know. He's been charged, I think, as of January, with the death of a 4th woman. I don't know. It has made me really contemplate what all the possibilities are. If you guys have not watched it, there is a series on Netflix also called Gone Girls, the Long Island Serial 2025. Have you guys seen that? That's also a good show. You guys need to definitely check that out too. It's a good watch. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. You watched that before they found him? Oh gosh. Yeah, it was really good. So I wanted to make sure I just brought that up because I agree, Arctic. I think there's a lot more victims. And all of the women are older. Yeah, Jody. It's concerning. Poor Barbara, 80 years old, y'all. So please continue to share her flyer, and maybe somebody will come forward, or maybe they will be able to find evidence and more factual information to know exactly what happened to Barbara. So if you see this flyer, please do continue to share it out. And don't forget to hit the like and share this stream out, because if you share this out, other people will see it and they'll be able to see these people's faces. And hopefully, you know, if they recognize anybody that we talk about on these streams and they have a tip, they can call it in. I know, she looks like a sweet lady, doesn't she? All right, next we have Jessica Stum, missing out of Hardeeville, South Carolina. And I want to see if there's any updates on this. See what I can find here real quick. Not much. Don't see anything about her. Except for this one flyer that I'm showing you guys right now. How odd is that? Look over here. Nope, I just see one article from WSAT TV, and that was a month ago, saying that police are still seeking information that could help locate a missing woman who was last seen in early 2024, and to call the Hardeeville Police Department at 843-784-2233. And that is all the news article unfortunately says. So I don't know how that's really helpful. But Jessica Stum, 48 years old, was seen February 2024 last. 5 feet 2 inches tall, 125 pounds, with hazel eyes. She dyes her hair black or blonde, but her normal hair color is gray when it's not colored. At the time she went missing, her hair was cut in a pixie style. Tattoos and piercings. She has anarchy on her right hand, the tree of life on her right arm, a circle on the back base of her neck, a butterfly on the left side of her stomach, a butterfly behind her right ear, a tiger on a rock on her right leg, a dragon wrapped around her entire left leg, and numerous earlobe and cartilage piercings. If you have information, contact Detective Trotto at 843-784-2233 and reference the case number on the screen, 24H as in house 03546, or you can contact the Broken Link Foundation at 910-384-0142. They are out of Columbia, South Carolina. And if you guys know anything about my Bonfire store, we have a shirt that is actually set to support the Broken Link Foundation. Not a lot of information on Jessica Stum missing, which is unfortunate because who knows where she might be. This is the only information on her case that I have ever seen. So you see what I'm talking about? People go missing and then the police department doesn't even reshare anything. It looks like one news station put out a 30-second little clip to say exactly what I read in the article. They did not even give all of this specific information on this flyer. They just said she had been missing since February of 2024 and that the Hardeeville Police Department was still seeking information about her disappearance. So if you see this flyer, please do share it out, because I'm sure that there is somebody out there who loves and cares about Jessica and would like to have answers about what happened to their loved one. And it's really, truly sad that we have so many missing people and their faces and their stories do not get coverage and they get forgotten. And that's why we have Missing Flyer Monday. Hi, Citizen Sleuth. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Vibrator says The Haunting of Fox Hollow Farm on Hulu is a must watch. These murders were going on in Indianapolis when I lived there, but never got much attention because all the guys murdered were gay. That's terrible, Vibrator. I'm going to have to check that out. We have Hulu. That's where we get all of our main channels. We have like the tier where we have like, I don't know, 150 channels on Hulu. So I will definitely check that out. Let me jot that down. Let me grab my pen. Because I don't want to forget it. Let me put it up here on the screen for anybody who wants to jot that down. Haunting of Fox Hollow. Yeah, when I'm not on YouTube, sometimes I'm just living my real life, but hubby and I like to watch, you know, we have our shows and things that we watch. We've been catching up on The Handmaid's Tale. If y'all have not seen that, my gracious. Season 6 is out and I just, that one is something else. All right, let's see where we are. Next, we have Willie Hodge. And this is another case that's gone cold here in Sumter, South Carolina. He was last seen January 23rd of 2019. I wonder if there's any other information on Willie Hodge missing. Willie is 36 years old. He's 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 140 pounds. He was last seen by his family in Sumter County, South Carolina, on the evening of January 23rd, 2019. He had an altercation with his mother and left a residence in the 1100 block of Island Drive and never returned. On January 24th, the police pulled him over as he was driving at the intersection of Pinewood Road and Columbia Circle. During the traffic stop, Hodge pulled the car into a driveway on Columbia Circle and fled on foot into the woods, leaving his cell phone and driver's license in the vehicle. He has never been heard from again and is considered missing under unclear circumstances. Hodge's nickname is JR, which is weird because that's not his initials. Maybe he's a junior. Maybe William Hodge is a junior. If you have any information about the disappearance of Willie Hodge, please contact the Sumter County Sheriff's Office at 803-436-2727. 2000. I also understand that he has several distinct tattoos, including the letters NTAB on his knuckles. He has street, the word street, on the back of one arm and dreams on the back of the other forearm. He has Thug Life tattooed on his stomach. He has the word Sadie, the name Sadie, over his heart tattooed, and an image of a woman on his calf. And that is all the information that I have about him. And that's pretty much all I have from the police department as well. So if you see this flyer, please do share it out to help locate Willie Hodge. I hope nothing bad has happened to him. You never can tell. I'm not sure why he ran. Maybe, I don't know. The police didn't say he had any outstanding charges, so it's really hard to say. Good evening, Jason. I hope all is well out where you are. Happy Monday. Hope you didn't work too hard today. Hey, Christina. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Tree Lynn T. So nice to see you, hun. Vamos. Evening, everyone. It's so good to see you. I love your avatar. That's beautiful. Vibrator said, I would never guess in 100 years he would have a Thug Life tattoo. Yeah. Chico said, I was about to say, I wondered if he thought he had warrants or something. Well, that's possible. Or, you know, he was in an altercation with his mom when he left the residence on the 23rd. Maybe he thought the cops were looking for him. You know, that's a possibility too. But what happened to him? Like, where's he been since? He's been gone for a while. This doesn't give me, I don't have positive feelings about it. But hey, people can appear and reappear at any given moment. So, you know, you never can tell. All right, next we have Kaya Gantz, endangered missing adult out of Madisonville, Texas. She is considered an endangered missing adult. She's 19 years old. Kaya has brown hair and green eyes. She is 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 195 pounds. She wears glasses. Last seen at the 600 block of North May Street in Madisonville, Texas at 1:30 a.m. on April the 13th of 2025. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black leggings or shorts, and multicolored Crocs. If you have any information on her whereabouts, please reach out to the Madisonville Police Department at 936-348-3317. This flyer is courtesy of the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Their link is in the description box of this video. Next, we have Sean Stogsdill. Can't even talk. And I was sad to see that we got this update today. He was missing out of Chesapeake, Virginia. And I understand that he was located deceased. So I wanted to give you guys that update. I'm going to give you some further information here real quick on him. This is the update that I have on him. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Get back up here. Here we go. Here's some pictures of him right here. And it says, "This is one of the hardest things I've ever had to write. Sean isn't just someone from my past. He's been part of my life for 2 decades. We met when I was 17 and dated for many years. And from that point on, we've shared a bond that time, distance, and life changes never managed to break. We were young and in love, grew up together, helped raise each other's children, and even got married in 2019 when life brought us full circle again. We may not have had kids together, but we blended our families in a way that only love could create. Sean has been missing since Friday, April 4th. No one in the family has seen or heard from him, and we know that he was last sitting outside Chesapeake General Hospital the next night, but no one has been able to reach him since. His phone's been off, he hasn't gone to work, and no one, family, friends, or coworkers has had any contact. It's been days, and this isn't like him, and we're praying and desperate to know that he's okay." So apparently he had some mental health challenges over the last couple of years. And that really broke my heart when I saw that today. Because, you know, it looks like that his body was found here in this pond near a shopping center. See if we can get this to play for us. How sad. How sad. So once again, that was Sean Stogsdill that was located. And our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to his family. Hey, the real Kels, it's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Chris, be careful driving. Appreciate you listening in. Hope you're doing good. And I do believe there is going to be a vigil that's going to be held for Sean. And I did share that on my community wall on YouTube today when I shared his flyer update that he was located deceased. And that vigil, you can go to that link over there. I'll see if I can grab it here and I'll drop it in the chat. It's going to be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at the Little Island Park and Fishing Pier in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So all of my Virginia people, if you are up in that area and you want to go by there and pay your respects to Sean, this is Sean's vigil link right here. I'm going to drop it in the chat. I really hate getting updates like that. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of them here recently. All right, next we have Ramon Valencia. Ramon is 15 years old. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. Ramon was last seen April the 11th of 2025 in District 4, Santan, Arizona. He was last wearing a blue t-shirt and blue jeans, calling all my Arizona people. Ramon has an AZ tattoo on his hand. Ramon is a member of the Gila River Indian community. He is a missing indigenous person. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Ramon Valencia, please give the Gila River Police Department a call at 520-562-4511, or you can call the anonymous tip line at 520-562-7144. This flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Calling all my Arizona people out there on the West Coast, if you could share this flyer, that would be great. The ones I have not posted on my YouTube community, while I'll try to get over there after this stream and post those, but these are all on my Facebook page. And I'll make sure to drop the link to my Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you want to pick up some of these flyers, you can find them over there on my page. Vibrator says, that place isn't big, but it's in the desert. Yes, and that is a concerning part. All right, next up, we have Austin Fisher. Austin is 16 years old, and he's missing from Wilmington, North Carolina. That's New Hanover County, approximately about 45 minutes north of me, just over the South Carolina line from me. Austin has black hair and brown eyes. He's 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 170 pounds. The Wilmington, North Carolina Police Department is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing 16-year-old juvenile. Austin Fisher was last seen in Wilmington, North Carolina on the 12th. If you have any information about his whereabouts, please contact the Wilmington Police Department at 910-343-3609. And again, this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Arctic says, yeah, in Arizona, so many, when we cover Arizona, it's going to be a lot of cases for sure. I have a feeling we're going to have to do like part 2 and 3 on some of these places. We'll have to like come back around, like Oklahoma. It only lets me load up so many flyers on there. So, hey, missing Black people, the Forgotten, is so good to see you. I've been catching some of your streams, and when you've been on panel with Doodlebug and stuff, I appreciate you sharing out the awareness. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Wisconsin, we're going to get to that one, Treeland T. Remember to make sure you're there on this Thursday. We're going to be doing Oklahoma. I had to put that off because several of us had multiple things going on. The timing just did not happen because I had things going on with Mom having pneumonia, and Arctic had his own little situation that happened, and Mind of Monsters is taking a break. So this Thursday, we're going to be doing Missing in Oklahoma. Don't forget, if you want to put in for your state, or vote for your state, Mexico, Canada, wherever it is that you want to be covered in the United States or in one of those territories, please come to the live stream. We'll be having a poll that you can vote for where the next Thursday's live stream is going to be held. So make sure that you are there. All right, our next case is Jeffrey Sorto. He's a 13-year-old that is missing out of Baltimore County, Maryland. Jeffrey was last seen April the 13th of 2025 around 6:45 p.m. in the White Marsh area of Baltimore County, Maryland. Jeffrey has black hair and brown eyes. He's 4 foot 8 inches tall, weighs 120 pounds. He was wearing a white shirt and black jeans when he was last seen. If anyone has any information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Baltimore County Police Department at 410-887-5000. And this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. These kids are too young to be out here on the streets, especially in Baltimore, Maryland. Definitely not a good place to be missing at. Next, we have Jasper Spears. Look at this precious baby. He's 1 year old. Oh my gracious. The Catoosa County Sheriff's Office is attempting to locate this 1 year old male. Jasper Michael Spears went missing from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jasper was allegedly abducted by his grandfather, Timothy Young, and step-grandmother, Kendra Young, on December the 7th of 2024. I've never heard of this case until now. A felony warrant for kidnapped minor was issued for Timothy and Kendra on January the 9th of 2025. If you have any information regarding Jasper's whereabouts, please contact the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office at 706-935-2323. The NCMEC missing persons number is 2047463, and this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Arctic, I tell you, when we get to Maryland, that's another place we're going to have our hands full. So many people missing in Maryland. You have a flyer that shows the grandparents. Let me see if I can get over here on Facebook. I can look up one over here. I've never heard of this case missing. I feel like out of Chattanooga, Michelle would have been like right out the gate. Now she's at dinner. Her and Screwball's at dinner right now, so she's going to be coming in late. But when I saw that, I was like, I just felt sure that I felt sure Michelle would have told me about this. Now, did you do a video on him? Because if you did, can I play it? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw somebody that made a flyer for him. But I think you did a YouTube video on Jasper, didn't you? Because I'd like to play that one. Oh, you did a short. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to play your short, if that's okay. This short is on YouTube from Arctic Fox. Y'all go over there and hit the like button. I just liked it. Y'all need to go over there and like it and share this out. See if I can zoom this in right here. Abducted from Chattanooga, Tennessee, missing in West Virginia. Is this the one, Arctic? I appreciate you, Arctic. Don't strike me, Arctic. So here's a picture of the grandparents. On the left here, we have Timothy. And on the right, we have Kendra, and Jasper is here in the middle. He is precious, y'all. He was entered into the NCMEC as missing from Chattanooga, Tennessee on December 27th, 2024. And the Youngs claim that they were in Wheeling, West Virginia. Calling all my Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia people. That's the line straight to West Virginia, is right through there. If y'all see this flyer going around, please share this out. Now, Catoosa is in Georgia. Catoosa's in Georgia. That's the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office. But missing from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but they are in West Virginia. So, I mean, we got Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, West Virginia. If you guys are from that area, let me know in chat that you guys can share this out to help find this baby. This flyer is by Voices for the Silenced. If somebody has a link to Voices for the Silenced, one of my mods, and they want to drop it in here, let's show them some love. We appreciate them making this flyer right here for Jasper Michael Spears. I'm going to play this now.
What is going on, guys? This is Arctic Fox. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the missing persons case of Jasper Michael Spears, who is entered into NCMEC as missing out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jasper was allegedly abducted by his grandfather, Timothy Young, and step-grandmother, Kendra Young, on the 7th of December, 2024. A felony warrant for the kidnap of a minor was issued for both Timothy and Kendra on the 9th of January, 2025. Jasper is entered in NCMEC as missing out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. On the 27th of December, 2024, the Youngs claimed that they were in Wheeling, West Virginia. Anyone that has information on Jasper or his whereabouts is asked to get in contact with the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office at 706-935-2323 or simply dial 911. What is going on?
Perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Arctic. Perfect. If you're not subbed up to Arctic Fox True Crime, what are you even doing with your life? Make sure you're following him on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. He's all the places doing all the things. Voices for the Silenced Facebook. Thank you, Arctic Fox, for sharing that. Y'all go over and check them out. Chico says, is this an Amber Alert? If so, I never received it. Well, Chico, let me just tell you, it's not only not an Amber Alert, but I never even heard of this case until 2 days ago. So explain it to me. Once again, this is another case. So calling my Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Georgia people, if you see this flyer for Jasper Spears, please share it out, because I just saw the Aware Foundation share this flyer. This little baby is 1 year old and is missing and could be anywhere. Catoosa County's in Georgia, missing and abducted from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but you got to go through Kentucky to get up to Wheeling, West Virginia, right? I don't have a good feeling about this. Hey, Cold Case Crystal, coming in late, but I just now got the babies down. Well, Cold Case Crystal, I'm so glad you joined us, honey. Thank you for being here. I need you to share this one out, Crystal, if you can. We got this little baby, and there's no Amber Alert. Chico, I know, honey. CLK says it'll be hard to find him. Ellie in our tri-state area don't care. Thank you for sharing Cold Case Crystal's channel. I appreciate that, Dragon. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just hearing about this, and they were entered into NCMEC December the 7th. I've never heard of it before. That Sprite's giving me indigestion. Oh my gracious, I'm gonna have to go get a Tums. I know, Chico, it is bullshit for real. Make it make sense. CLK says our court system is so broken in Kentucky and West Virginia. I hope they find this baby. While y'all busy over there just talking all the crap about Sebastian Rogers, why ain't y'all sharing this baby's face? And by that, I mean Justin. Because this is in your area. Okay? Okay. Just, I had to throw that in there. All right. Next, we have Brandon Stott. Brandon is, hang on, let me see if I got any updates on him before we read this over. I think I got a video. Hold please, I'm gonna pull it up. Because I feel like there's more of a backstory to this one too. Let's see what we can find on this. I see Arctic did a video on him. This is out of Minnesota. For all my Minnesota people. All right, let's see here. All right. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to watch this video about Brandon, and then we will review his flyer. Fair use. This is for education purposes, of course. This is CBS News out of Minnesota about Brandon Stott.
The community is putting their pain and worry into action, spending the entire day searching for their missing friend, coworker, and military brother who has not been seen since last Tuesday. WCCO's Marielle Mose has more on the search effort underway.
Brandon is the heartbeat of Anoka. And right now our hearts are, on pause.
A friend to many in Anoka.
He is a guy that you will meet for 1 minute and you will not forget him.
On Sunday, more than 500 of those friends showed up to find the man they love.
As soon as it got out that we hadn't seen Brandon, this town just activated.
40-year-old Brandon Stott was last seen Tuesday, April 8th at Tavern 201 in downtown Anoka. It's where he worked as a bartender for the last 8 years. But on this day, he came in as a customer.
He was a little more emotional. And then he took off for home, and we haven't seen or heard from him since, and that is just incredibly out of character.
All right, you guys going that way? We'll go this way. Okay.
Volunteers spread out through 10 different search areas in and around Anoka to look for Brandon.
We go in there and settle up to the bar, and he was the bartender during the day.
No matter how brief the interaction with Brandon at the bar, patrons of Tavern 201 wanted to help.
It didn't matter to him if you're a regular or not. He would, if he had time to chat with you, very polite, very nice guy. Yeah, they have some
For Lisa Giddings, this search felt personal. She lost a cousin who was missing for several months in Fargo and knows the importance of a boots-on-the-ground search effort.
It's very important. The faster you can start searching, actually, the better. Because as they say, when a person goes missing, time is a huge factor to have a good outcome.
Brandon is a former Marine, and many veterans also showed up to search.
This is us showing him that we love him.
We just need to figure out something, find out something one way or another.
In Anoka.
We're hoping for the best.
Marielle Mose, WCCO News.
Wow. That is so sad. So let's share his flyer again. Let me get back up here and find it. Brandon Stott, 40 years old. The Anoka Police Department is requesting the public's assistance in locating missing 40-year-old Brandon Stott, last seen April the 8th of 2025 at his job in Anoka, Minnesota. He did not show up for work on April 10th, which is unusual for him. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie, blue jeans, and a plain black ball cap, as shown in the photo on the left. Anyone with information on Brandon Stott's whereabouts is urged to call the Anoka Police Department at 763-427-1212 or dial 911. Brandon, again, is 40 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes. He is 6'3", 237 pounds. This flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Dutchie, did they say the name of the male news? No, I don't think so, Elizabeth. Minneapolis is your hometown, Dragon? Yep, I know. Trust me, I hear the accent and I think of you, Dragon. Sorry, I can't help it. The accent is very distinct. You know I love you, Dragon. Especially when you get mad. It really comes out strong then. Dragon's sweet in chat, but she's feisty. Don't let her fool you. She'll whack you with a wrench if you make her mad. All right, who we got next? Next, we have Gracelyn Vick. Oh, this one gets me, y'all. I got to pull up something on this one. Hang on. This is out of Saucier, Mississippi. So let me get over here so I can share this with you guys. I'm going to share my screen. Y'all put some hearts and prayer hands in the chat for this poor girl. I'm not sure what all of the circumstances are involving this, but we're going to find out more. Cold Case Crystal says, my accent is thick. It is, girl, but I love it. I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about people is it wouldn't be you if you didn't have these unique characteristics. And that's what I love about y'all. Especially Crystal and Dragon too. I just love that about y'all. It's called Country is Cornbread. Honey, I know it. All right. So this is the missing Mississippi girl, Gracelyn Vick, that was found deceased in Harrison County. I want you guys to watch this short clip, and then I think there might be another one. Actually, this one is pretty short.
County now, and really a disturbing update here. The body of the 6-year-old girl who went missing Sunday afternoon has been found. Gracelyn Vick's remains were discovered around 6 o'clock last night near the family's home in Saucier. She'd been last seen that afternoon playing in her front yard. Her cause of death has not been released at Kent County.
Now I do have another that I want to show you guys. There was a reporter that was actually out there reporting on this, and I have seen a lot of speculation going around about what happened to this young girl. It's been very sad to see, but I heard people discussing about how apparently there was other children that were also located deceased that belonged to this family prior. But we really have to wait to see what really comes out about that. And so I just want you guys to watch, this video and look at this article, because we do have to keep an open mind about this, because I don't know the facts about that, and I don't want to put it out as true if that really didn't happen. So sometimes we have to wait for all of those things to come to light. Hoodie and the Crowbar, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. I appreciate you so much. If you guys received a membership, please thank Hoodie and the Crowbar, one of my favorite people. If you're not subscribed to her channel, make sure you go over there and support her. She's doing amazing things in this community. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. Cheryl was gifted. Frenchie Mom, Twin Thing, Florida Storm Chasing Adventures, Fatty 2x4, Get Your Ass Out the Door, Pipsqueak, Justin for All, Late Girl 123, Butter, and Michelle Lee. Welcome to the Dutch Bus Squad. That's an interesting choice of people. Hoodie and the Crowbar. If you received one, please thank her. Toot toot. I'm going to have to get me a little horn. That's what I need. I need to get me a Dutch Bus horn. So I can honk the horn. Yes, Vic. Graceland, Vic. I know, Chris, stop it. You cannot make this up. Stop it, Jason. Hoodie says, hello, everyone. Please enjoy the memberships and pay it forward by sharing Duchess's live and getting these missing persons info out on the socials. Hoodie and the Crowbar, thank you so much for your support. It means the world. All right. Now, let's get over here. I want you guys to watch this news clip. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's find out what we know so far. Because it's a question that people want to know. How exactly did Graceland Vick pass away? And, it may take some time for that to come out. But we don't really have all of the facts. I have seen people posting just crazy things all over the internet, all over Facebook. So this is one that I'm going to be keeping an eye on, because I would really like to know if there are any. What is the factual evidence about this family having children that have previously passed away? I don't know if there's any truth to that. So I'm very interested to see what comes out in this story. I think that, Jason, I think it is part of an R. Kelly song. Oh, Lord, do we really want to go down that rabbit hole? Yeah, Ignition. Twist. Y'all are something.
How did Graceland Vick die? That's a question many people want answered. The 6-year-old was found dead near her family property Sunday, hours after she was reported missing. Noah Noble was at that scene and has been on top of this story. Noah, you spoke to the Harrison County Sheriff earlier. What can you tell us?
Well, the first thing Sheriff Matt Haley told me was that no one has been charged in Graceland Vick's death. There are so many rumors on social media. The sheriff really wanted to hammer in that point. He also told me the investigation is hinging on an autopsy being conducted. The results will determine how this little girl died. Was it a tragic accident or something more nefarious? A massive search operation was underway on F. Taylor Road in the hours prior. Around noon Sunday, Graceland Vick's family told investigators she was playing in the front yard of their home, then disappeared. Search efforts began on the ground, on the water, and in the air. Volunteers and canines from Gulf Coast Search and Rescue joined first responders. Then, just before 6 o'clock, the startling discovery. Graceland Vick was dead. Deputies roped off the area. a section of the property with a swing set and livestock pens. Today, when I stopped by the property, I spoke to a family member who told me this is still very raw for the family. Now, back to the investigation. We don't know how long it will take to get the autopsy results, but the sheriff did assure me that he'll let us know as soon as it is released. Jennifer.
They made one calamitous mistake and it just changed the entire course of my life.
Switched at birth. Kevin McMahon shared the same last name as another newborn 64 years ago at Jamaica Hospital.
There's no mystery as to what happened. Jamaica Hospital switched the babies, and the DNA proves it.
Baby Kevin McMahon went home with parents from Queens. Baby Ross McMahon went home with parents from Long Island. Kevin says he learned the heartbreaking truth through Ancestry.com. All 4 parents have since died.
My siblings joked that, you were the mailman's kid. He doesn't look anything like us. My younger siblings were fair-skinned, straight-haired, blue-eyed, with freckles.
Hang on one second.
Last name as another new.
They made one calamitous
Stop this
mistake
video.
and it just
Sorry, y'all. I was checking Discord. I was looking at Chico's message. I don't even know what rabbit hole we just went down when it went to this next video. Oh my gracious. Let me go back up here. A New York man discovered that he was switched at birth more than 60 years after a DNA test. Wow. I wasn't expecting that one. Let me see what else I can find. Now, what Chico sent me, I did read that post on Facebook, and I'm going to tell you that the comments were brutal. Lee says, I really hate the way reporters say things that are sensitive. I wish they would think before reporting how they words used and in what way it's said. It's so damn insensitive. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Lise, for sure. Twist. 100% what you said. Yes. But back to Graceland Vick. Noah Noble is the guy's name that was reporting this. And he actually came on there today because there were people leaving these comments. Apparently what people were saying is that this 6-year-old that went missing, going out into her front yard to play, 6 hours later, her body was found in the vicinity of the home. Her mother has lost 3 children and her husband in just 4 years. That's what I saw on Facebook, and I thought, wow. She's already lost 3 children and a husband in 4 years. Let me share my screen because I feel like. Are y'all able to see it? Let me get over here. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Reportedly, her son was disabled and passed away from complications. She then lost a daughter in a car accident, and I'm unsure what happened to her husband. This is according to reports I've seen. So that's why I said, I don't really know. Does it sound strange? Yes, it does. And that's why I said I really want to follow this closely, because I want to get all the factual information, because you can trust and believe it's something they're going to investigate this. And I just really do hope that the truth will come out, because if there's nothing nefarious behind this, then I don't think she needs to be attacked, because my goodness, hasn't this lady already been through enough? But there's some people saying some pretty heinous stuff. Hoodie and a crowbar. Thank you so much. You are such a blessing. Thank you. Hoodie and a crowbar coming in hot, shaking the bushes with 10 more Duchess memberships. Lisa, I know something is weird with that. If you received a membership from Hoodie and a Crowbar, please thank her. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. Off the Record, Crazy Grandma Cooter Turtle. Let's see. Rocky Lennon, Miss Keto Bite, BJ Boop, Fiddle DD, Lenny Love, D, Rabbit Hutch, and Jen Trex. Welcome to the Dutch Bus Squad, y'all. We're so glad to have you over here on the True Crime Squad. Thank you, Hoodie and the Crowbar. Appreciate you so very much. Yes, it does, but it truly may be a coincidence and years of bad luck for this family. That's exactly right. Like, who are we to judge? Hey, Eastern girl, so good to see you. Yeah, we just don't know. So I feel like it's really important to wait for the police to come out and give us more information, because they are going ham on Facebook, and y'all know how they've done Sebastian Summerwell's case. It's just not helpful, because it does, just because people say it on the internet doesn't mean it's true, right? I mean, give this family a break. Let's wait and see what law enforcement has to say. I agree, but in my opinion, the circumstances of her family's death should be investigated. I'm not saying her to be investigated. Well, Lise, in order to get the answers, it's just like in Sebastian's case. Katie was the last person to see Sebastian. I mean, I'm always going to have questions. I don't want to think that she could be involved. We just don't know. We have to wait till the case is handled by law enforcement. But there's no reason to say anything negative. There is no evidence in that case. And it's the same way here. And I feel like law enforcement will do a thorough investigation, or at least I hope they do, because that's the responsible thing to do in order to clear the situation and to know if Graceland just walked off and there was an accident, or if there's something more nefarious at play. And we have to let them do their job, because it's not our job to investigate and go real life on these people and make their lives a miserable hell. Chico said they straight up asked what happened to the baby of a cousin. They given a cousin the third degree, a freaking cousin. I told you, Chico, I when you sent me that post on Discord, I had already seen that, and I had already read the comments, and I've read some comments on some other, and now they've got a Facebook group, and I can only imagine what's going on in that group. Oh my gosh. It makes me want to start biting my fingernails. I can't stand it. Give these people a break. What if it's nothing nefarious? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, we don't really know what happened, but I'm sure it will come out. And let's just pray that law enforcement does a thorough investigation, because I do believe if law enforcement feels like there's something that's going on, they will know that they need to investigate. They'll be able to look up to see how the children passed away, how the husband passed away. Like, they'll know what they need to do, and they will speak to the public and let us know. And I will be sure to keep you guys updated. Are you guys interested in that? Because I really want to know what happened. But in the same breath, there's bad things happening. You just never know what this family might have just been through some really tragic times. And I think I saw Cold Case Crystal say in chat, like, she's lost a lot of people in her life, but she hasn't done anything nefarious either. We just, sometimes we get the short end of the stick when it comes to the things that we go through in life. And sometimes it piles on us all at once. Cold Case Crystal says, I lost 2 kids, 1 sister, and both my parents, all close together. So I'm a prime example. Sometimes it's just a bad hand dealt and a family grieving. Amen to that. Chico says, which it may be an accident, because I'm pretty sure everyone saw the tragedy in Memphis. It's possible. Yes, absolutely. Jason says, all anyone knows is what they don't know. That's right. Vibrator said, that's why I'm not watching any YouTube stories about Kohberger, because these creators have already convicted him. I did not cover the Idaho 4, and this is one of the reasons why, because it has become such a travesty. Like, I don't even know if this guy's going to get a fair trial, because I don't really know what evidence they have to prove that he's involved or not. It's really hard to say at this point. And that's why I'm so happy that I just did not cover that at all. So Christina says, I have a family member who had a daughter hit by a truck, and her baby son was born with an illness and passed. All she has is her oldest son. I'm so very sorry, Christina. And y'all remember, Christina's son is missing. Aaron Fortner, out of Silva, North Carolina. If you see that flyer for Aaron Fortner, please continue to share it for Christina. I hope you're in my thoughts and prayers, Christina. If you have any updates, please do let us know. And you know that you're welcome back on this channel anytime. If you have any updates that you want to share yourself, you just let me know. And we're going to continue to share. And Christina, listen, she's over there on TikTok sharing out other people's missing cases, not just her son's. And that is true strength right there. And I thank you, Christina, for being a voice for the missing and for your son. We love you, Crystal. You know we got you. Hoodie and the Crowbar says, Vibrator, I feel the same way. I am interested in that case, but social has made it more vile than it already is. Yeah, unfortunately, we see these cases all the time that these other channels cover, and it's really heartbreaking. Chico says, I lost a cousin from OD, and the next night we lost my aunt. It felt like we were in a movie because it happened back to back. My husband lost both of his parents, passed away 36 hours apart. They both had dementia, and they were elderly. And we took care of them in our home for a year. And I think one was ready to go, but the other one, I think, died of a broken heart. And we sure do miss them so very much. And it was really hard because my husband is an only child. You just, listen, you don't know what life's going to throw at you. Cold Case Crystal says, the mudslinging is why I cover cold cases. I just can't with all the convicting people before trial. Amen to that. I agree, Elizabeth. Crystal has a lot of strength. She has really been through some stuff. Losing her 2 babies like that, and the way that happened. If you don't know, she's talked about it on her channel. That's a woman of true grit and strength right there, resilience. And I'm blessed to call her my sister. Cold Case Crystal said, and my uncle and cousin just a couple weeks ago passed 3 days apart. Yeah. Crystal has really been through it lately. Y'all lift her up in prayer. A lot of y'all have been through really tough times, and my hearts go out to you. Jason said a family friend of ours lost a son in a car accident, and a month later, the other son took his own life. Jason, that's so sad. The world is... Oh, okay, Crystal, I love you, sis. Thanks, Duchess. I'm blessed to have you. You know, if you ever need anything, listen, she's a solid one. Anytime I've ever needed anything, she said, if you need to vent, sis, you just call me up. And she's always a shoulder to lean on, and I appreciate her. And Dragon's a shoulder to lean on, too. Good people. I have wonderful friends, and I'm very blessed by all the people that come here. I've met so many wonderful people here. And that's why we have to cover these cases with dignity, y'all. We just can't be out here bashing these people, and it's not helpful. Now, we do have another located safe, Aisha, who was missing out of Pitt County, North Carolina. That's the Greenville area. She was last seen in Charlotte. She was located safe. So that was a great update. And that's the Graceland Vic that we just spoke about. We do have a Tennessee silver alert for Sarah Paget, calling all my Tennessee people. I know we got a few in here right now. This silver alert was issued for 83-year-old Sarah Paget, last seen April the 2nd of 2025 in Shelbyville, Tennessee. She may be driving a blue Nissan with the Tennessee plate 476 BHBC. That plate's going to stick in my mind now that I said that, BHBC. She has a medical condition, y'all, that may impair her ability to return safely without assistance. So if you have seen Sarah Paget, please call the Shelbyville Police Department at 931-684-5811. Again, Sarah is 83 years old. She has brown short hair, brown eyes. She's 5 feet 1 inches tall and weighs 150 pounds. We really need to find Sarah and bring her home safe. So all of my Tennessee people in surrounding areas, please share this out to help bring Sarah home safe to her family. I'm sure they are a nervous wreck. And I hope she is found safe. CLK, thank you for shaking the bushes out and giving 5 more memberships to the Dutch Bus. If you received a membership, please thank the beautiful CLK Creation Designs. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. Tuesday's Dead, Choo Choo Mommy, Poetic Justice, Lori Facts Not Feelings. Who else we got? And Lisa Marie. You have been gifted a Dutch Bus membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, CLK. I appreciate you. Twist says, I'm going to go personal. My family could use love and prayers. My little girl was moved out of ICU today. Oh, my gracious, Twist. I had no idea. We will be praying for her. Y'all put some hearts and prayer hands in the chat for our lovely Twist. Twist, I had no idea. I'm so very sorry. Prayers and positive vibrations coming your way for healing. Keep us informed. Let us know. Oh, don't worry, Twist. You got enough on your plate. We are going to keep lifting you up. You keep us informed. I don't know why some emojis don't show up, Lise, but Lise is giving you the heart in with the 2 hands together on that one. I appreciate y'all lifting the people up that need it. Hey, Lenny Love, you got a membership. So good to see you. Okay, no problem, Crystal. All right, next we've got some missing flyers. This is Timothy Allen Phillips, and he was located safe out of Georgetown County, South Carolina. That's just the next county south of me. Thank goodness Timothy was located safe. We also have a reported runaway, Earl Fields III, who ran away 3 times within just a few days. He's back home safe and has not run away since. So we do hope, Earl, that everything's going to be okay. And I hope we don't see Earl missing again anytime soon. So we're glad to report that he has been located safe. Also, this is a flyer I made for Arctic Fox for Michael Dollard that was missing out of Van Buren, Arkansas, and he was also located safe. Chico said, technically, that's what we're here for, to lift people up and be voices for the missing and the voiceless. Amen, Chico. That's exactly what we're here to do. If y'all about that drama life, y'all, the exit's right there. This ain't about that. Listen, I watch drama every now and then, but we just don't do it here. Now, we might have some time when maybe we'll do a live stream where we can just talk a bunch of whatever, about whatever y'all want to. But when we're doing these cases, I like to keep it classy and on point. You know, we have to take breaks in between and we can laugh a little bit. But, you know, I mean, we're not going to have any of the craziness over here. I won't put up with it. Hey, Timmy's Legacy. I'm so glad to see you back in my chat again. I hope you're doing good. We also have runaway juvenile Enoch Amir Johnson. He was located as well. This is out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's Cumberland County. Hello, Lori Vallow is guilty. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. Good to see you. We also have another flyer that I made for Tanner Scott Phillips, missing out of Taylor, South Carolina. And Tanner was also located safe. Welcome everybody coming in. Don't forget to like this stream. Make sure you're subscribed, ring the notification bell. I go live on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. for Missing Flyer Monday and talk about cases. And on Thursdays, we do a poll every Thursday during the live stream where you guys, the subscribers, vote on what state you want me to cover next. And we've already covered Ohio, missing in Ohio. And this Thursday, we're going to be covering missing in Oklahoma. If you have any flyers from Oklahoma, you can send them to me on Facebook Messenger or at my email, which is at the bottom of this screen right here, duchessforthemissing@gmail.com. And that will be on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Hopefully Arctic Fox will be able to join me this Thursday. Appreciate that. Lori Vallow is guilty. Next, we also have this endangered child alert for Billy McKinley Jr. This became an Amber Alert, and he was located safe, and Billy McKinley was taken into custody. We also have Roy Brown that was missing out of Henrico County, Virginia, and he was found deceased. He was without his needed medication, 73 years old. We're sending our thoughts and prayers out to the family of Roy Brown. I don't know the circumstances of him being found deceased. Let me go see if I can look up an update here. It says, here we go. Roy Otis Brown He went for a walk. And it says that he was found deceased on the back deck of a home in the 100 block of Seven Pines Avenue, not far from where he went missing. There were no signs of foul play, according to the Henrico County Police, but they are working with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner to determine a cause and manner of death. And that's all we have at this time. If I find out anything else, I will certainly keep you guys posted on that. Our thoughts and prayers again go out to his family. All right, and let me see. We also have Bobby Vestal Lowe, who went missing in Randolph County, North Carolina, and he was located safe. Next, we have another cold case out of Sumter, South Carolina. This is Naomi Collins, and she was last seen March the 5th of 2015. Naomi was 28 years old, 5 feet 1 inches tall, 128 pounds. Naomi was last seen near US 15 South and Country Springs Drive in Sumter County, South Carolina on March the 5th of 2015. A witness saw her getting into a car with an unidentified African-American male, and she's never been heard from again. Authorities stated that because of her drug addiction and because it's uncharacteristic of her to be out of contact with her loved ones, they believe that she could be in danger. Her case remains unsolved to this day. If you have any tips or information about the disappearance of Naomi Collins in Sumter, South Carolina, please do call the Sumter County Sheriff's Office at 803-436-2000. And this flyer is provided by the Missing People in America. Their Facebook page is linked in the description of this video. Next, we have Charles James Reed, missing out of Eden, North Carolina. Charles is 32 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 150 pounds. The Eden Police Department is currently seeking the whereabouts of 32-year-old Charles James Reed. Mr. Reed was last seen on April 9th of 2025 around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, leaving his residence located on South Hamilton Street in Eden, North Carolina. Mr. Reed was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, an orange beanie, white and orange Jordan sneakers, and possibly a black sweatshirt. Mr. Reed is possibly suffering from a cognitive impairment, so this would make him endangered. In my opinion, if you have a cognitive impairment, you should have an endangered missing alert. Anyone with information regarding Mr. Reed's whereabouts is asked to contact Sergeant Aubrey Stoneman at 336-623-9755 between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. And this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Eden, North Carolina is not far from where my family is. That is in Rockingham County, North Carolina, which is part of the Greensboro High Point metropolitan area, the Triad area. That's what we call it, the Triad. It's kind of a suburban area that's just on the northern part of Greensboro, North Carolina, just over the county line there. If If you see this flyer for Mr. Reed, please do share it out. I do hope they will increase this to an endangered missing alert for him. I feel that's critical in these situations. And then we also have Kalia Edwards. She's a runaway out of Anderson County, South Carolina. Deputies are searching for this runaway after she left Standridge Road in Anderson, South Carolina. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall and has ties to Greenville County, South Carolina. If you have a tip, you can call the ACSO at 864-260-4400. We also have another one missing out of Anderson County. This is Emily Elwine. Deputies are searching for this 13-year-old who was last seen on Kingsborough Road in Anderson, South Carolina. Last wearing a gray zip jacket, black leggings, and black Nike shoes. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Emily Elwine, please call the ACSO again at 864-260-4400. And next we got another cold case. This is Stacy Lester, and she's been missing out of Sumter, South Carolina since August the 9th of 2009. Stacy is 24 years old. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall, 175 pounds. Stacy was last seen. She had a common medical procedure at a local regional medical center in Sumter, South Carolina. And after her release, she called her mother to come and get her. Her sister went instead, and when she arrived, Lester wasn't there. She's never been heard from since. At the time of her disappearance, she was known to frequent the South Sumter, South Carolina area, specifically the Red Bay Road and Vaughn Street area. Sometime after her disappearance, her case was mistakenly closed because law enforcement thought she had returned home. In fact, she had not, and when they found out, they reopened the missing persons investigation. Her case still remains unsolved. Lester has a tattoo on her ankle and a tattoo on her chest. Both are of a heart with two doves facing away from it. She may dye her hair auburn, but in this photo you can see her hair is blonde. She has a benign growth inside of her ear, and she also has a cholestoma. So she has a medical procedure. She calls her mom to come get her, but her sister shows up instead, and she's gone. That is strange, isn't it? Thank you, Fatty 2x4, for being here. Look at that pretty mini cow. What a sweet baby. Yeah, so many cases. We also have Lala Jackson that was missing out of Scotland Neck, North Carolina. And she was found safe as well. That's Halifax County area. Always like the good reports. Now, this is one that I had someone reach out to me and said, can you please continue to share Michael Small's flyer? And I said, absolutely, that I would. Let me see if I can get over here. And this was, this is, the person who reached out to me is actually Michael's former wife. She reached out to me and said, this is my former husband and father of my children. He's been missing from Abington, Virginia since March the 24th, and he has dementia. He walked away from the assisted living facility where he was living and only has been sighted twice since then, and that was the same day that he went missing. The silver alert is only in Virginia, and other states will not put one out unless he went missing from that state. We have just about run out of resources. Please help. It is thought that he may have gotten a car. He wanted to go to Charlotte, North Carolina to find his sister. And that really resonated with me because my mother-in-law wanted to leave our house to go be with her sister in Danville, Virginia. And she tried to leave the house every morning about 2 a.m. and we had to put bells on the door. So I'm sharing this for Michael's ex-wife, Kathy, who they share children together, and she is very concerned about what has happened to Michael and states that they are running out of resources. They can't get a silver alert in surrounding states, and he may actually be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm calling on my Tennessee people, my Virginia people, my South Carolina people. If you see this flyer for Michael Small, please share that out for his family. They are very, very concerned. Michael is 79 years old. That senior alert is only for Virginia. So no other states know that Michael Small is missing. That's why it's very important to get this flyer circulating. Tag it in your area. Tag your local police department, especially if you're near the Charlotte area. We need to get other people looking for this man. He was last seen at Green Acres Assisted Living Facility in Abington, Virginia on the 24th of March at 4:45 p.m. He was last seen on foot wearing a dark blue shirt, a tan sweater, pajama pants, and a ball cap. He suffers from dementia. If you have any information, please contact the Washington County Dispatch at 276-676-6277. So I did tell her that I would be sharing this on Missing Flyer Monday. So Kathy, if you're listening, I want you to know that we are going to get Michael's flyer shared out far and wide, everywhere that we can. And we're sending you strength. And I do hope that he will be located safe as soon as possible. Hey, BJ Boop, you're so very welcome. You can thank Hoodie and the Crowbar. We're so glad to have you. And we still have Drayton Lucas missing out of Swansea, Lexington County, South Carolina since February the 8th of 2025. I did have a subscriber to reach out to me that let me know that they actually work with his mom, and they wanted to know if I would please share this case. And I went and made Drayton a flyer with some pictures that I have of him. This is 24-year-old Drayton Lucas. He went missing on the morning of February 8th, 2025. His family says he walked away from their home on Whetstone Road in Swansea, South Carolina. It's possible he was headed towards Arnsburg County. Swansea is in Lexington County, by the way. Lucas stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, has brown eyes and brown hair. Deputies say they have searched for Lucas by land and air on multiple occasions since his disappearance with no success. If you have any information on the disappearance of Drayton Lucas, please reach out to Lexington County Sheriff's Office Detective Reed at 803-785-2482. And I did let my subscriber know that I would be sharing the flyer out on this live stream. It is on my Facebook. It is on my YouTube community wall. If you are subscribed to me in those places and you see this, please share it out for his family. You're way over in Arizona. Well, we've got some Arizona cases too. I've already shared one, but I know we've got another one coming up. And we will be doing a Thursday night live on Arizona at some point. Y'all have to come over on Thursday nights. This Thursday, we're going to be covering Oklahoma. And you want to be there if you want to put in your state to be covered. We're going to vote on a poll until we've covered all 50 states, including Mexico and Canada. Now, this case is out of Fayetteville, Cumberland County, North Carolina. This is runaway juvenile Shania Lewis. She's a black female, 15 years old. She was last seen in the area of Valor Way on April the 8th of 2025. Shania was last seen wearing a navy blue hoodie, black pants, brown slippers, or black and white Converse tennis shoes. Shania is described as 5'2", 120 pounds, medium brown skin tone, black hair that may be in pigtails with curls, and brown eyes. If you have any information on the whereabouts, please call Detective Wells at 910-813-9854. And remember that harboring a fugitive that is a runaway under the age of 18, you can be prosecuted in a court of law and arrested. Also, this was a silver alert that I shared out of Florida. 87-year-old Paul Sargent out of Ellington, Florida. He was located deceased, and I was very sad to see that. Let's see if we can find an update about what happened to Paul. Going over here and look and see what I can find. Looks like Sunshine State Sonar with Chaos Divers. Chaos Divers shared that Sunshine State Sonar actually did the community a huge service. They are the ones that actually located him. And his beloved dog, Sassy. I'm going to share that with you guys now, so you guys can take a look at that. This is the post that I have. There's their van. There's the crime scene unit. Lieutenant Colonel military veteran Paul Sargent and his dog Sassy were located. And apparently this is where his vehicle was found, near a creek location in Parrish, Florida. He was reported missing on December 10th of 2024, missing for nearly 4 months. Looks like that his vehicle was discovered in an abandoned field off of Saffold Road in Parrish, Florida by a local farmer. And the vehicle was found locked, and Paul and Sassy were nowhere to be found. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office initiated a multi-day extensive search of the area, but failed to locate Paul and Sassy. They resumed that search effort at 11 a.m. on April the 10th and discovered his skeletal remains submerged in a shallow creek approximately 200 yards from where his vehicle was found abandoned. They also located the remains of his dog Sassy, who remained by his side until the end. Our sincere condolences go out to Paul's family during this very difficult time. We also appreciate the Sunshine State sonar for locating this veteran and his dog. May he rest in peace. Our hearts go out to his family. If you guys could put some hearts and prayer hands in the chat for Mr. Paul Sargent. Very, very sad. But his dog was loyal and stayed right there by him. Isn't that something? That about brings me to tears. BJ Boop says Sunshine State is awesome. He has found several missing in the water. Yes. I've met chaos divers. They're actually really nice guys. So I know that they have. I actually had called on Sunshine State Sonar to come down, but they were not able to come for Tyler Dole's case. So I haven't got to work with them, but I've seen a lot of the cases that they've covered. So rest in peace, good sir. I'm so sorry that this is how it was. It never should end this way, y'all. Manatee County, isn't that interesting? I don't think I heard Betty cover this case. That's in her own county. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, that's right. She's too busy doing all the other stuff she's doing. I digress. We also have Julie Eddy that was located deceased. Let me pull that back up. I see Saturday Search actually shared that she was located deceased. Julie was from Battle Creek, Michigan, traveling to Florida when her car was found abandoned in a field off of Athens-Boonesboro Road in Lexington, Kentucky. And she was seen walking away from her car carrying a backpack. That was November 26th of 2024. She was 60 years old. So I was wanting to look and see if we have any information on that. Let me see what I got over here.
When my grandfather started the first Furniture World Series.
Okay. These ads on Google. It must know that I need a mattress.
We begin with the very latest on a developing story in Lexington. Friends of a missing Michigan woman whose Jeep was found off Athens-Boonesboro Road earlier this week tell us she was sighted.
Lexington police tell us the case is still open, though. LEX 18's Ellen Ice joins us now in studio. She spoke with the woman's friends just last night.
Yeah, I've been following this since last night when the close friends of Julie Eddy, who is missing out of Battle Creek, Michigan, called our LEX 18 newsroom. They just contacted me a little while ago and told me she was spotted on video. Police are telling us she has not yet been located. This was first brought to our attention when Eddy's black Jeep Cherokee was found by Lexington police earlier this week. When I spoke to her friends last night, they said her keys and belongings were found in the Jeep. They also said Eddy had been feeling depressed and not like herself. She hadn't contacted them since November 26th. She also had no ties to Lexington. Eddy's friends also told me she was carrying very little cash and had a permit to carry a gun, which they believe she had on her. We're working to find out more information on this.
That's kind of scary. She had a gun on her? Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. That doesn't sound good. I'm trying to see if there's any other updates. Just say it's been confirmed dead by the coroner. That was the video that was attached. So, according to the coroner's report, Eddie's date of death is March the 5th of 2025, and the cause of death is listed as a gunshot wound. The manner of death is reported as suicide. Further, the coroner lists the location of death as the 4000 block of Athens Boonesboro Road. A Lexington police official confirmed to Lex 18 News that a body was found off of Athens Boonesboro Road on March the 5th of 2025. And that's what I have about it. Right here. This update was on April the 10th. Yep. I knew there was more to this. Yeah, because I didn't know about that until I just saw this. Wait, that's your Hance Road? Crystal, stop it. Hey, Canary in a Coal Mine. I love that name. Did they ever find that camper that went missing before the Table Rock fire in the park? Not that I'm aware of, Canary. I haven't gotten an update on it. And that fire was bad. Let me go over here and look. You know, that hiker was missing in Table Rock, which is Pickens County. And it's like the story just dropped, like, I don't know, like, I've been waiting to find out if they ever found that missing hiker lady, but I've never heard. And I'm going over here to see. That was Stephanie Womack's that went for a hike. And they suspended the search, and no, they never found her. And then the fire started. That's scary, isn't it? It says the Table Rock, the Table Rock fire was actually discovered by the sheriff deputies and park workers when they were searching for that hiker. That's how they discovered that those 3 teenagers had started the fire. But it doesn't say that she was ever located. That's so sad. I'll keep you guys posted on that, though. Yeah, it's not sounding good. And remember, if you're in a crisis and you need help, you can call the 988 Lifeline, or you can reach out to the website at 988lifeline.org. Reach out to someone who can help. This is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline right here. Yes, that's in Lexington. All right, next we have Justice Rich, age 11. He was missing out of Durham, North Carolina, and he's been located safe. And next we have Lori Page, that was missing out of Tallahassee, Florida. Last seen June 3rd of 2023. And she was found deceased. This flyer is provided by Missing People in America. Their link is in the description of this video. We touched on this case very briefly to share awareness for her on a live stream last year. And this story is actually very heartbreaking. Let me share my screen here. That's the sheriff's office report right here. Let's, here's a picture of Lori. This is from, she was reported missing by her dad, and at the time, he claimed she left home with her backpack sometime overnight while he was at work, and the Tallahassee police did believe that his story was inconsistent, and last week her remains were finally found in Georgia. So sad that she was missing for almost 2 years, and to know that her father was behind her homicide is beyond disgusting. Yeah. That is such a tragedy. This is him right here, the father that murdered his own daughter. What is going on in the world? Hang on, let me share my whole screen here so we can take a look at all of this here. Just saw I had my flyer up, but I want to share my entire screen so I can jump around if I need to. Hey, da pantyhose. All right, fair use. This is my WCTV. This update here.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Montanaro. Jacob has the night off. Tallahassee police make a stunning announcement just 2 hours ago. Lori Page's remains were found in Thomas County. She was last seen in 2023, and in the following days, weeks, and months, flyers and posters went up. The FBI raising the stakes on the search, putting up billboards and offering a reward. People all across the area asking the same question: where is Lori Page? Today, we finally got some answers to that question. Our team coverage of Lori Page's discovery, spearheaded by Abreu Ruffin and Matt Hoffman. Let's begin at TPD headquarters. Matt, break down what the police shared today.
Yeah, good evening, Julie. You know, this is a case that has made changes here at TPD headquarters when it comes to how they deal with missing children, and that case may now have a resolution. Tallahassee's police chief announcing criminal charges against Lori Page's father, Andrew Wiley. In a hastily arranged press conference, TPD said they were able to locate Page's remains after a controlled burn opened up an area known as the Plantation. A secondary search of that part of rural Thomas County, Georgia, this week led to the remains.
Lori deserves a safe home and a full life. While today's arrest will never bring her back, it does bring us one step closer to justice.
Page's case has gripped Tallahassee and many who have followed her case online since her disappearance in 2023. Police said that while her father had always remained a suspect, they didn't have enough evidence until the crime lab was able to confirm her remains this week following that search. Wiley is now charged with second-degree murder. the case will now proceed to court where the allegations haven't yet been tested. If we do hear back from State Attorney Jack Campbell, we will make sure to bring that to you online and, of course, on our app. For now, outside TPD headquarters, I'm Matt Hoffman, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Wow. Horrible. I mean, was nobody protecting this child? It's crazy, isn't it? Crystal, I sent you that nameless link for Kenneth Saunders to the Halos, so that you'll have it. Is that him? Let me know if that's the one. Chico says, and I wonder why he went through those links. What happened? All the way in Georgia? Are you kidding me right now? And then he reports her missing? I don't like it. I don't like it. What? I have never... I know, but you told me the name. I looked up the nameless link. Is that him? I just went by the name. I don't know what he was doing. I know you haven't sent me the flyer, but I mean, I can't get any more flyers up here right now. You'd have to send it to me on Facebook if you want me to share it, because I can't get on my Discord on my laptop. So I won't be able to share. Is that him? Okay. I looked it up and it came right up, so I was like, that must be the one you're looking for. Listen, I packed my StreamYard until it says it won't let me upload any more flyers. That's terrible, isn't it? And I have so many more I need to be sharing. All right, this is missing juvenile Tayon Bernard Givens, and he's missing out of Sumter, South Carolina since April 8th of 2025. Tayon initially was reported missing Monday night before returning home Tuesday morning, but sometime Tuesday, he left his John Street home again without permission and has not returned home as of this morning or made contact with his family. Givens is described as 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighs 165 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes, and a clothing description is not available. This sounds very familiar to Earl. Earl from Fayetteville. You know, he went missing 3 times. No, he wasn't from Fayetteville. That was Beaufort County. Earl Fields from Beaufort County. He ran away like 3 times in like 3 days. And I haven't seen that he's run away again. And this Tayon has a similar story here. He went missing. He came home. Then the same day that he came home, he went missing again. I don't like it. Where are you running to, Tayon? I hope you're okay. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Tayon Bernard Givens, please call Sumter Police Department at 803-436-2700 or call 911. And remember, harboring a fugitive such as a runaway that's under the age of 18 is against the law, and you can be arrested. Cold Case Crystal said, weird, when I called, they said his case was closed just like they did with Uncle Ball. Oh my gracious. And how do you know this guy? Is this your family too? Let me go over here and see if I can pull up this flyer. Oh, yeah, I've seen him. I've shared his flyer before. I sure have. I think we shared him 2 or 3 live streams ago. I sure have. I'll share it again right now. This is missing Kenneth Saunders, last seen August 15th of 2015 in Herdrick, Kentucky. He's currently 39 years old. His hair's brown. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighs 185 pounds. He's a white male. Distinctive physical features. He has his lip pierced. He has a scar almost the length of his left forearm. And he has a tattoo across his lower stomach that says Saunders. If you have any information, you can call the Knox County Sheriff's Office at 606-546-3181. And he has a nameless missing persons number, 40488. And I'll drop his nameless link in the chat. This is the nameless link for Kenneth Saunders that I just looked up. He was your niece's best friend. Oh my gosh. Twist says, mean people suck. F the bullies. Our cadence is strong. Just being a kid has been so distorted that our youth is feeling hopeless. It's really sad, isn't it? It really breaks my heart to see that so many parents don't care about their kids. Cold Case Crystal said, very sad. He has a kid and was separated, and the girlfriend moved to Florida 1 week after he went missing. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, his nameless case is still on there. And I just shared his flyer a few weeks ago on another live stream. Anyone in here remember me sharing that flyer before? It wasn't that particular flyer, but it was a flyer for him. You should do a live on it and talk to us about it. For sure. Y'all, Marchette Chandler is still missing out of North Charleston, South Carolina. She's 44 years old. She's been missing since February 26th of 2025, and I wanted to share her flyer again because she still has not been found. And I don't know, I'm worried something nefarious happened to her. You know, if you see this flyer, please share it to help bring Marchette home. If you have information, please reach out to Detective S. Murray at the North Charleston Police Department in South Carolina, 843-740-2864. And this flyer is provided by me. And Mariah Robinson has been missing since March the 13th of 2025 from Lancaster, South Carolina. I made this flyer for her and shared it as soon as she went missing, and she still has not been located. She is listed in the NCIC. She's a white female, 17 years old. Both photos are of Mariah. You can see in one photo she's wearing glasses. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Mariah Robinson out of Lancaster County, South Carolina, please reach out to the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office at 803-283-4136. Now, a couple of the cases that I've covered on my channel, but I just wanted to revisit very quickly because these people are still actively missing, and I just wanted to showcase their flyer because we haven't shared it in a little while. So Jaden Shug Carpenter, missing since October the 7th of 2022 from Columbia, Maury County, Tennessee. Shug would be 23 years old now. She is a white female with brown hair and blue eyes, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 130 pounds. She wears glasses. She has a nameless missing persons number 99098. Shug was last heard from on October 7th, 2022 by her ex-boyfriend via Snapchat. Jaden may be staying in the Maury County area or Williamson County areas, but information suggests that she could be out of state per law enforcement. And as you guys remember, Cold Case Crystal has put up billboards for her, has put magnets on her husband's 18-wheeler going across country. Arctic Fox shared flyers out in Arkansas, and someone he knows sent him a message and actually is very, very certain that they gave Jaden money to buy breakfast, and when they went back to check to see if she was still there, she was gone. She has several tattoos, one that says baby girl across her chest in Old English font, and that was one of the distinct things that the person that reached out to Arctic Fox remembers. Also, she has Ava and barbed wire tattooed on her wrist, the name Ava. She has Love is Evil tattooed on her forearm, and she has nose, ears, belly button piercings, and several small hand, wrist, and finger tattoos. The circumstances around Jaden's disappearance are questionable at best, and if you have not followed this case, you can go to my playlist and find Jaden Carpenter's live streams where her sister has come and spoke to us about Jaden's case to catch up on the latest information. Also, her sister Vanna has a TikTok, and she goes live and talks about Shug's case. So if you're interested in following over there, you should definitely go check Vanna White out over there. If you have any information, you can call Maury County, Tennessee Sheriff's Department at 931-388-5151. You're welcome to Pantyhose. I appreciate you being here. And let's not forget little Summer Wells, Summer Moon Utah Wells, last seen in Rogersville, Tennessee on June 15th of 2021. I understand Marlena has been coming back on Prayer Gardens Lives, telling us all about the reasons that such and such happened and why Summer may have taken a trip with her dad, Don, because her daughter remembers a suitcase that was packed and ready to go. And Marlena was told that her daughter had to be picked up early from staying over at Don and Candace's house because Summer was taking a trip with her dad. FYI, you can see it all on Prayer Gardens live stream. I don't know if there's any conclusive evidence that this is factual information. What I do know is factual is that Summer Wells is still missing. She was 5 years old, blue eyes, blonde hair, 3 feet tall, 40 pounds when she went missing. The picture in the right side of this flyer is the new Nick Mick age enhanced photograph that was made, which I don't think looks anything like her, or the age that they progressed it to, rather. I don't think that would necessarily be a 8 to 10-year-old child. That looks much older to me. But if you have a tip about what happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells in Rogersville, Tennessee, we don't know if the parents are guilty. We don't know the circumstances of what caused Summer Wells' disappearance, but I am inclined to believe that something nefarious did happen to her. And I think the truth does need to come out. I hope that TBI is continuing to not let this case go cold. If you have any tips that are credible, please reach out to 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can send an email to tips@tn.gov. She has an NCIC number, a NCMEC number, a name is missing persons number, and a local case number with the Hawkins County Police Department. We won't forget about you, Summer Moon Utah Wells. And I hope that you'll be able to be located and that justice will be served. She certainly has changed my life too, Crystal. Summer's why I got into foster care. Yeah. That case will always be a part of me, says Elizabeth. Me either, Fatty. I can't believe it's incredible that much time has passed. And that's how long I've been here on YouTube. Because she kind of brought me into taking my art skills and using them for something to help the community. And she'll never be forgotten. Hey, Cupcake. I saw you come in earlier. I hope you're well. She is precious. So if you ever see her flyers, no matter who has made them, please share them out for her awareness, because I'm sure that somebody knows something that can help bring justice for this little girl. Let's speak about bad age progressions. Yeah, I've seen a few. Hey, Lila. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You look beautiful in your avatar picture, by the way. And let's also not forget about Dylan Norman John Ealer out of Truro, Nova Scotia, Canada. We actually had Dylan's father to come and speak to us on a live stream. And he gave us a lot of very interesting information, including all about how he's been harassed by YouTubers and people on Facebook. What do you know about that? Is anybody shocked in here? Dylan went missing on May 6th of 2020. He went missing when he was 3 years old. He's a Caucasian. He's a Canadian. His right eye is half hazel and half blue, and his left eye is hazel. He's a white male, 3 feet tall, 32 pounds, blonde hair, last seen wearing a camo winter jacket with a fur hood and USA patches on the arms and chest, a red dinosaur t-shirt, camo jogging pants, and gray and orange rubber boots. The location of his disappearance was on Elizabeth Street, Truro, Nova Scotia, Canada. Dylan was playing in the yard at his grandmother's house when he vanished, and according to Dylan's father, on January the 9th of 2025, that was my live stream, the boots found at the brook were not Dylan's boots. The circumstances of Dylan's disappearance are still unknown, but there is a $20,000 reward for information that leads to Dylan's location. If you have any tips or information, please call the Truro PD at 902-895-5351, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. This is a case out of Canada. And let's not forget, Paul Flores is still missing out of Chemult, Oregon. Cherries is still looking for answers about what happened to her son. And from what I understand, Klamath County Sheriff's Department is not really looking for Paul. Paul is 40 years old. He's 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 210 pounds. He has full sleeve tattoos and a Raiders insignia on his chest. He wears glasses. He is a Hispanic male. He has a history of head trauma. He was last seen July the 21st of 2024 near Chemult, Oregon, when he was traveling from California to Washington to live and work. Paul made contact with people via phone that he did not know where his vehicle was and seemed confused. Paul walked 30 to 60 minutes towards the highway, and he texted his niece that someone was going to give him a ride from the Pilot fuel station in Chemult back to his vehicle. His vehicle was later found on July the 26th of 2024 on an OHV trail north of Chemult, Oregon. There were no mechanical issues. Paul's money and personal items were found in the vehicle. Paul was seen on video footage at the gas station talking to a man and woman in a white van in the parking lot when a male in a white Camry with no tags pulled up. Paul walked with him to the Camry, got into the vehicle, and they drove away. Paul Flores has not been heard from or seen since. If you have any credible information on the disappearance of Paul Flores in Chemult, Oregon, please don't hesitate. Reach out to Klamath County Sheriff's Office at 883-5130. And the case number is listed at the bottom of this flyer. And you can see a picture of the van and the car that was caught on video at the gas station. I included that on this flyer that I made. I know, Chico. Everyone deserves to have law enforcement advocating for them. Even though Paul has a history of being incarcerated, that's not a reason to not search for someone. If you have a history with drugs, that's not a reason to not search for someone. Every life matters. And let's not forget about Marissa Carmichael. Her mother, Sarah, is desperate for answers. Marissa went missing in Greensboro, Guilford County, North Carolina, which is just north of where my family is from, on January the 14th of 2024 at the Exxon station at 809 East Market Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. Marissa's 25 years old. She's a biracial female with black and blonde braids, brown eyes, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 260 pounds. There is a $3,500 reward for information that leads to her whereabouts. According to her family, Marissa went to the gas station after leaving a nightclub, and at the Exxon, she called 911 saying that she had been robbed. She said, "I don't know where I am in Greensboro, but I just got all my stuff thrown out of the car and he took off with my phone, and I have no clue where I'm at." Marissa told the dispatchers on the 911 call she has a heart tattoo on her face and a butterfly near her eye. Miss Carmichael was last seen wearing a white Tweety Bird shirt, blue jeans, and yellow sneakers, and you can see her with the Tweety Bird shirt on in the middle picture on this flyer. When police arrived 3 hours later, because they did not immediately dispatch to see what was going on, when they arrived, Marissa was no longer at the gas station, and she's never been seen or heard from since. If you have any credible tips on the whereabouts of Marissa Carmichael, please reach out to Greensboro, Guilford County Crime Stoppers at 336-373-1000. Yes, Doodlebug, her mother is very sweet, and Sarah has spoken on my channel before. Please do go watch those podcasts. It's heartbreaking. And Marissa has recently been featured on Dateline, and I encourage everyone to go watch that. She has 5 kids, y'all, and she has one child that's disabled. He doesn't have any arms. These kids need her, and they've been taken into Child Protection Services because their father and her are not together, and they have, he doesn't have custody of them. Her mother is not well, and she is not capable of taking care of them because of her health. And they need their mom. And they deserve to have answers. I also found out today that Cassidy Jackson, that was missing out of Putnam County, Tennessee, was found deceased from a gunshot wound on Friday. There's been no further information if this is a homicide or the circumstances surrounding this case, but she was last seen on April the 11th of 2025, driving a Hyundai Elantra, last seen with an unknown male. As soon as I find out any further information, I'll keep you guys posted, but we do want to send out our thoughts and prayers to Cassidy Jackson's family. Again, Cassidy was found deceased on Friday out of Putnam County, Tennessee. We also have Madison Page Sayer, missing as of April 13th of 2025 out of Bowling Springs Lake, North Carolina. Madison is 15 years old. She's a white female, 5 feet 3 inches tall, 135 pounds, brown eyes and black hair. She looks like she has a labret piercing, the bottom of her lip. Last seen between 9:30 p.m. on 413 and 6 a.m. on 414 in the 200 to 300 block of Fairway Drive in Bowling Springs Lake, North Carolina. Unknown direction of travel, possibly wearing all black clothing. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Madison Page Sayer, please reach out to Bowling Spring Lakes Police Department at 910-363-0011, or you can call 911. This is Aiden Taylor. He was missing out of Camden County, South Carolina, and he has been located safe. Ashley Erin Gordine was missing out of Georgetown County, South Carolina, and she has been located safe. Caitlin Nicole Roach, missing out of Wilmington, North Carolina, has been found safe. Isaiah Dukes, missing juvenile out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, has been located safe. Jasmine Maldonado, missing out of Trenton, Jones County, North Carolina, has been located safe. We have just a couple more flyers to go through. I'll let you guys get on out of here. We have another case out of Arizona that somebody sent me, and I wanted to share that. This is Leah Miller, missing since April the 10th of 2025 out of Wickenburg, Arizona. Leah's 42 years old, 180, no, let's see, 160, no, is that 180? Good Lord, I can't even see that. 180 pounds, yes, 180 pounds, 5 feet 1 inches tall. Leah has blonde hair and blue eyes. She has the tattoo of the words "Be Still" on her wrist and a butterfly on her lower back, and she wears glasses. Leah was last seen on Thursday, April 10th of 2025 at 10 a.m. after leaving a treatment center in Wickenburg, Arizona. At the time, she was wearing a pink shirt, black leggings, and carrying a small fanny pack. Leah has been experiencing significant mental health challenges, and there is a growing concern for her safety and well-being. While she still may be in Arizona, it is also possible that she has traveled to a neighboring state, and because her loved ones are located across the country, the family is urging the public nationwide to stay alert and report any possible sightings of Leah. If you have any information on Leah's location, or if you believe you have seen her, please contact the Wickenburg Police Department at 928-684-5411. If you see this flyer, please share it out to help bring Leah home. We also have another reported runaway out of Beaufort County, South Carolina. This is Jeremiah Bias, 15 years old. He's 5 feet 7 inches tall, 150 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. He was last seen leaving his residence in St. Helena around 10 p.m. Saturday, April the 12th of 2025, wearing black pants, a dark coat, and a dark do-rag. If you have seen Jeremiah, please contact their non-emergency dispatch line at 843-524-2777. Cold Case Crystal, that tattoo is a title to a gospel song. I sure do hope she's found safe. Also, Paige and Sophie, they were last seen at their residence in Port Charlotte, Florida, and they have been located safe. And we have Davion Timms, 16 years old, and he has been missing from Richland County, South Carolina. That's Columbia, the capital of South Carolina, since 6 p.m. on April the 12th of 2025. Davion was last seen at his residence on Setter Lane. Davion left with a backpack, and he was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, white jacket, and black windbreaker pants. If you have seen Davion Timms, please call the Richland County Sheriff's Department at 803-576-3000. And I was also asked to share this flyer for John Gans. John is missing out of Missouri. The Springfield Police Department and the Missouri State Highway Patrol are attempting to locate a missing 49-year-old male. John Gans and his wife were visiting Springfield, Missouri from Richmond, Virginia when he went missing. So I need all my Virginia and Missouri people to share this out. According to his wife, she last saw her husband leaving the Airbnb in Springfield on Saturday, April the 5th. His vehicle got stuck in the mud in Thomasville, Missouri, and a police officer helped pull him out. The missing person report had not been issued yet. His car was found abandoned along with the key, wallet, ID credit cards and cash, cell phone, dead battery, wrong charging cable in the car, tablet, laptop, approximately 1/2 mile from where they pulled him out of the mud. He was last seen wearing black sweatpants and an orangish red shirt. He may be in need of medical attention. If you have any information on John Gans' whereabouts, please call the Springfield Police Department at 417-864-1810. And this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Guys, don't forget to go over and crush that like button. Helps us to get into the algorithm so more people can see these missing cases. We got 20 people watching in the bushes. But we only got, let's see, how many likes we got? Oh, we got 45 likes. Okay, I'll take that. That helps us get these faces out there. And let's see what I want to end out with here. Let me go over here to my screen. I do want to share something real quick. Because I don't have a flyer for this, but I think we got a Tennessee Silver alert. But I don't have her flyer for Charlotte Key missing out of Summerville, Tennessee. Let me see if I can go pull this up. I'll share my screen here. Here we go. This is Charlotte Key, missing from Summerville, Tennessee. She's 67 years old, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 153 pounds, with red hair and brown eyes. She was last seen in the Feathers Chapel Drive in Summerville earlier today. This is from the TBI 4 hours ago. She has a medical condition that may impair her ability to return safely without assistance. If you spot her, Call 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Fayette County Sheriff's Office at 901-465-3456. Hi, Rescue Mom. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me see what else I have on here. Oh, and this was the other thing that I wanted to share right here. Today, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation just announced an undercover joint operation by special agents with TBI's Human Trafficking Unit, the Hendersonville Police Department, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, members of the 18th Judicial Drug Task Force, Homeland Security Investigations, and the Office of 18th Judicial District Attorney General Ray Whitley has led to the arrest of 9 individuals. For more information about this case, visit the link in the comments section. And this is a new Tennessee human trafficking hotline, 1-855-55-TNHTH. And there's also a website called www.ithastostop.com. So I wanted to share this out because I think awareness is everything. And this is really amazing. And I wanted to make sure to share this out because we're going to have to start dropping this in the chats too. I think I'm going to add it to my Nightbot. Because trafficking is really at an all-time high right now. So for anybody that is watching this and you want to screenshot this, let me make this my full screen so that you guys can get a better picture of this. If you want to screenshot that, please share this out. This is so important. Every state needs to have its own human trafficking hotline and website and place that they can go to share out resources to help people. And guys, that's all I have for this evening. I appreciate you dropping by to listen to me chat about some cases. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, FarQ, for being a member for 11 months. Thank you, Chatty, for the 5 on it for the puppy. Thank you, CLK, for being a member. Arctic, thank you for gifting memberships. Thank you, Hoodie and the Crowbar, for gifting 20 memberships. And CLK, thank you for gifting memberships. Welcome, everybody, to the Dutch Bus, even including you, Justin Frall. Because real awareness is about talking about facts. It's about talking about what's important in these cases and keeping the truth of the matter out there. This is what it's all about. Yes, BJ, I have flyers for him too. I did share it on my last Monday's live, but I only have 100 slots that I can share flyers from. So I don't have his flyer up right now, but you can find it on my Facebook page, and I will share my Facebook page. We can actually go down here and find all of the flyers that I make on here. And here is Sebastian's flyer in Spanish that I made. You can find that on my Facebook page and my community wall. And here is Sebastian's flyer that I made in English. Missing teen Sebastian Rogers since February 25th of 2024, when he was last seen by his mom at his home in Hendersonville, Sumner County, Tennessee. He has a NamUs number and an NCIC number. Sebastian was born December 7th of 2008. He has blondish brown hair, brown eyes, 5 feet 5 inches tall, approximately 113 pounds, according to his mother at his last doctor's visit. He is a white male. And Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was last seen on the 25th in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and that means he was seen at his home. He was last wearing a black long sleeve shirt with a picture on the front, black pants with a white stripe, black square framed glasses. Sebastian has medical conditions, including autism, that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have any information, there is an FBI reward up to $50,000 for information leading to his whereabouts. This is the only credible reward fund out there. If you have information, contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838, or you can call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can send an email to tips@tbi.tn.gov. And again, I told you that I have spoken with Katie about getting a shirt out for Sebastian, because I did try to order some shirts that I wanted to give away to keep out his face out for awareness, and they have not contacted me back. So we're in the works for making a shirt to keep Sebastian's face out there that will be featured on my Bonfire store. Anybody that subscribes to the channel knows that all of my Bonfire shirts are set to a 501c3, and Chris and Katie will be choosing the 501c3 that they would like the profits for the shirt in Sebastian's honor to go to, and we will be honoring that here. We will also, as soon as she decides on what she likes, we'll be putting that shirt up, and I will be giving away some on a members only live stream, as well as having Drifty Rabbit to make me a couple of tumblers to give away. So all of my members look forward to that. As soon as we get all of that stuff laid down, I'll let you know more about it. Seth has me blocked, BJ Boop. He doesn't talk to me. He doesn't like, I guess, that I interviewed Chris and Katie on my channel. So I did offer Seth a place to come up if he wanted to, share information about Sebastian, and he chose not to. And, I don't speak negatively about any of the parents. I don't know what happened to Sebastian. I don't know if anybody is responsible. I just want Sebastian to be found. But I have spoken with Chris and Katie, and so we're actually working on that together. So, yes, he was offered to speak. He sure was. And you can go find that interview on my channel, BJ Boop, if you're interested. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Stay safe from the drama. Mark yourself safe from the drama out there involving these cases. It doesn't help to bring the missing people home. It actually just causes more derision, creators fighting each other, subscribers, and all. It's just too much. It's too much. Stay classy out there, guys. I'll see you around on the YouTube streets. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for the Missing in Oklahoma live stream, where we're just going to share missing flyers from Oklahoma. And if you want to be there to, put your state where you live into the poll on Thursday, we're going to have a poll where the subscribers vote what state we're going to be covering for the next Thursday. So I hope to see you guys then. It'll probably be around 8:30 on Thursday. So I hope you guys can all join me for that. And just one quick thing before I go.
So, what I make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. I always tell the truth, even when I lie.
And that's the facts. You know who you are. If the shoe fits. Who's the one that says that?
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess. Did y'all?
That one. Yeah. Stay classy, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like and share this out to get these people's faces seen. And hopefully they can be brought home safe and their families can have closure. and know where their loved one is at. Remember, law enforcement and facts first before, listen, you can have your opinions, but opinions are not going to bring these people home. Sharing their flyers, their faces, and factual information is what helps keep these cases going, because the truth matters. Hey, Paul, it's good to see you. I'm going to log off. I'm going to go have dinner because I haven't eaten yet. And I hope that everyone has an amazing week, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm going to play us out with a little outro, and I hope to see you guys soon. If you have an Oklahoma case that you want me to share the flyer for, you can send that to me on Facebook, or you can send it to me here at duchessforthemissing@gmail.com. That is my email, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Bye, y'all.
Going nowhere, going nowhere fast, 'cause you're running from the past. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. You've forgotten that it's give and take. You're a habit, you're so hard to break. Did you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. Did you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. So don't you tell me it's over. Don't tell me it's over. I won't let you go. No. Oh no, no way, no how, it's not over now. I'm in panic. Feel the